In today's video, I will be trying to go 82-0 and possibly win an NBA championship with the last 15 Defensive Player of the Year winners. Now, looking at the roster, we have Kevin Garnett, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Alonzo Mourning, Marc Gasol, Dwight Howard, Kawhi Leonard, Ben Wallace, Ron Artest, Joakim Noah, Rudy Gobert, Marcus Camby, Tyson Chandler, Draymond Green, Dikembe Mutombo, and Marcus Smart. Crazy thing about this award is it's mostly filled with centers. We have like 11 centers on the team. We have one point guard, and that's Marcus Smart. No shooting guards on the team. Now, looking at these starting lineups, we have Marcus Smart starting at point guard because he is the only point guard on the team. Ron Artest is at shooting guard. He can play that shooting guard spot. He's a small forward, but we don't have anybody else that can really play that except for Kawhi Leonard, and I want him as the small forward position. Now, Giannis is at the 4, Marc Gasol is at the 5, and then for the bench we have a bunch of centers. I made sure to give everybody some minutes. Alright, so before I start simulating, I just want to say y'all might see 2 Giannis's, 2 Rudy Goberts, 2 Draymond Greens, 2 Marcus Smarts, but I did not take them from their respective teams. I just copied them onto my team. Finally, mid-season, I just simulated the All-Star game. It was Team Jason Tatum versus Team Luka. So none of my guys were All-Star captains. Also, none of my guys made it to the All-Star game except for Kevin Garnett. Looking at the mid-season stats, it's a well-balanced scoring average from everybody. Giannis is averaging 18. He's at the top. Alonzo Mourning 15. Marc Gasol 15. We have like 7 or 8 guys that are averaging over 10 points per game, and then you have like the rest of the guys averaging like 3, 4, 5, or 6 points per game. Now, for these standings, we are 55-7 currently, so the 82-0 challenge definitely failed. I honestly did not expect them to do even this good because this is a shooting league. We're in a shooting era. Most of these guys are centers that don't go outside and shoot the ball. Now, look how much points we're allowing per game. We're only allowing 99 points per game, and even though this team is a defensive team, they actually average the most points per game in the whole entire league. And then y'all take a look at the point differential. Looking at the award races, we have nobody in the race from our team. The Rookie of the Year, obviously we have nobody here. Giannis is in the race to win 6th Man of the Year, and I don't even know why or how this happened because I had him starting, but the CPU must have changed it and moved him to the bench, but he'll take it. Defensive Player of the Year, we actually have nobody as well from our team. It's a defensive led team and we see nobody. This is absolutely ridiculous. Luka Doncic ends up winning the MVP. I mean, it never gets old. Paolo wins the Rookie of the Year, averaging 20 a game. Giannis is the 6th Man of the Year from our team, and then the other Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. This Giannis usually always wins Defensive Player of the Year. Ron Artest is Most Improved Player of the Year. I want to see if they made it to the all defensive teams. I know nobody from my team made it to the all NBA teams for sure. So all defensive teams, we have nobody on the first team. We have literally nobody on the second team. Nobody from our team making the all defense teams, which is kind of surprising. On the bright side, this all defensive team finished with a 74-8 record. They just beat the Golden State Warriors 73-9 record. Absolutely insane. Still number 1 in points a game. They're still number 1 in allowing points a game. Point differential is still crazy. In the first round of the playoffs, we have the Phoenix Suns, who surprisingly ended up as the 8th seed. I don't know how. They must have somebody injured for sure. Actually, they have nobody injured, so I don't even know how they made it to the 8th seed. But game 1, it goes to us. We end up taking a 1-0 lead. Game 2 also goes to us. 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. Is this gonna be a sweep? And it's gonna be a sweep. In the second round, we're facing the Dallas Mavericks, and this is kind of scary because anybody that plays 2K knows that 2K favors Luka and the Dallas Mavericks, so this is gonna be tough. But honestly speaking though, with the team that I have, I still think we can sweep them. So game 1, we end up taking a 1-0 lead. Game 2, we also take a 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead, so another sweep is coming. 4-0. We're just running through the playoffs. The conference finals, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. This is another team that 2K favors. For game 1, we end up actually losing. End up winning game 2. We end up blowing them out. So now it's a tied series. Alonzo Mourning dropped 23 and 10. For game 3, we end up blowing them out by 39 points, 120-81. Giannis dropped 23, 9 and 7. So I really think we're gonna go ahead and just win the next 2 games, to be honest. We end up going up 3-1 And we end up moving on to the NBA Finals. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Western Conference Finals MVP, 16 a game. So we have the Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals, and I don't even know how the Chicago Bulls ended up making it this year. In real life, at least, they're playing very, very terrible, even though they have injuries that they have to deal with. So game 1, we end up taking it. Game 2, we end up taking it. This is going to be a sweep. Game 3, we also end up taking it. I actually want to jump into this game and play with some of these guys and also watch them hoist the championship trophy. With just 5 minutes left, we're going to end up winning the NBA championship. I mean, look what we have out on the court though, y'all. We literally have like 5 big men. Nobody is on the court that's a guard. Let's just dump it off to Marcus Gasol and let him post up against DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is a mismatch. Look at the double coming. It doesn't matter. Well, it does because he ends up missing. Give it off to Ben Wallace on the fast break. Look how slow they are. Oh my, Ben Wallace all the way though. And there you have the all defensive team end up winning the NBA championship. And as Garnett would say, anything is possible. Nah, I'm just playing. That was bad. So Giannis Antetokounmpo wins the NBA Finals MVP. Alright, y'all, so we're officially in the second season. Last year they failed to actually complete the 82-0 challenge. So let's see if they can do that this year. And your rotations are pretty much the same. Marcus Smart is still starting. We have Giannis starting now because last year they moved him to the bench. I don't know why, but I hope he actually stays and they keep him there for this season. As y'all can see, everything is really the same though. We have mostly everybody getting minutes. In the second season, the All-Star game is once again Team Luka versus Team Jason, and the only player from our team that made it this year is Marcus Gasol. I mean, who else but Luka Doncic as the MVP? Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year. Look at those stats. So 24 and 12 is absolutely ridiculous. We have KG winning the 6th Man of the Year award. Victor wins Defensive Player of the Year. So we had no one from our team. We had a rookie beat us. How? So all NBA first team was Luka, John Morant, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, not our Giannis, Nikola Jokic, LaMelo, Darius Garland, LeBron, Jimmy Butler made it surprisingly. Victor Wembanyama, Trae Young made it. Shea, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, Joel Embiid. All defensive first team, we had Luka making it. Nobody from our team made it. All defensive second team, we had nobody from our team made it yet again. So we don't get the 82-0 record once again, but we do end up going 71-11, which was worse than last year. We're still allowing the least amount of points offensively. I think we're 2nd or 3rd or something. Yeah, offensively we're 2nd in points per game. This is the end of the season stats for everybody, y'all. Giannis averaged the most points once again, but everything is balanced. We had nobody over 20 a game. Everybody's passing the ball around. Everybody's getting minutes. Nobody's really going crazy and being dominant. Going up against the young Houston Rockets, so I really think we could sweep them, bro. 1-0. Let me go ahead and just simulate the whole entire round. Actually end up knocking off the Houston Rockets. They took 2 games. I don't even know how. They actually added Kristaps Porzingis. We have the Lakers, surprisingly. They're the 5th seed. So LeBron is still playing. AD is still playing. They picked up Chris Middleton. Chris Clemens, I think, is a rookie or something. I'm not 100% sure. But the bench is pretty trash. I don't even know how they did it. I 100% believe we could sweep this team. Maybe they'll give us a fight. Who knows? But 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Yeah, we're gonna LeBron and AD. I'm sorry, bro. At the Denver Nuggets next, Jamal Murray, KCP, same team as last year basically. So game 1, this might be our toughest challenge, to be honest. We end up actually winning game 1. Game 2, we also end up winning. Game 3, we win. Game 4 we win. So we have the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals, and I don't even know how they made it. They ended up knocking off the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 1st seed Cavs, in 7 games. They have Benedict, Buddy Hield, Tyrese. They picked up Rudy Gobert from the Timberwolves. Oh my goodness. Do I think we can beat them? Yes, we can actually sweep this team. Let's go ahead. 2-0. 3-0. I'm gonna go ahead and simulate some cast last game to see them hoist up the trophy. We actually have a pretty tight game in game 4. The Indiana Pacers are actually fighting, I guess, but I don't think they're gonna win the series, even if they do end up coming back somehow and winning this game. Now, I don't even know what type of basketball this team is playing. We have like 5 centers on the court. They're just passing it around. Why do we have Ben Wallace out in the perimeter? Just go in the post. All of them should just paint match. Marcus Gasol can shoot though. Marcus Gasol for 3. And I think this game is pretty much over now, y'all. I don't think they have enough time. And just like that, the all-defensive team go back-to-back. Antetokounmpo wins back-to-back Finals MVPs. I really wanted one for Kawhi Leonard, to be honest, but Giannis is just way too dominant, bro. Even with him sharing minutes, he still goes out there and drops good numbers, to be honest.